The jig is almost up, y'all. The jig is almost up. Oh my goodness. Now I know for sure. I knew for sure anyway. But I am an elect because I knew good and damn well who that Antichrist was that was supposed to fool the whole world. And as the Bible say, he would fool the very elect if it were possible. Tricky, Hashatan. That was a tricky one. I was like, damn, I'm going to say that Donald Trump is the Antichrist because my mother told me to say that and name him into the ethers. Exactly. I spotted your ass, Donald Trump. Oh, orange one. Yeah. You were supposed to fool the very elect if it was possible, but you couldn't do it. You couldn't fool me. But still, it was kind of uncomfortable, but that don't stop me. What people think about what I say, that don't stop me. No, I had to say it because my holy mother told me, say it. Donald Trump is the Antichrist. She started showing me from that fake ass replica Ark of the Covenant with some kind of cursed Greek scroll in it. Probably some kind of technology and our relics, some kind of magic in it over there at Mar-a-Lago. And the synagogue of Satan let you keep it over there for a period of time. Hey, I bet it's a lot of stuff happened at Mar-a-Lago when that fake ass Ark of the Covenant was there. I bet a whole lot happened during that period of time. Synagogue of Satan. Y'all put Donald Trump on your shekel, your counterfeit shekel. Because y'all know good and well, y'all need to just give up our identity. Y'all know you need to do it because it should be embarrassing to you now. Because when you call yourself that, first thing coming to somebody's mind is imposter. Because they know you ain't no damn Jew. You don't have nothing to do with us, with your nicknames. Anyway, y'all, let me tell y'all. So I talked about the days of darkness and how the Antichrist is going to be, he's going to be judged. In all of his kingdom, his whole kingdom is going to be judged. But he's going to be put on front and center stage during that time. I'm telling y'all, he's going to be put on front and center stage. And the whole world is going to have to see what you did. The whole world is going to have to witness your debauchery, Donald Trump. It's bad enough as it is. It is bad enough and evil enough as it is. You are guilty as hell already. Enough for like executions and shit. Enough for that. It's enough evidence. Because that's what all this is evidence out there for you to just, it to be over for you. But you still sitting there. You know you ain't safe either. I already know you know. That's why y'all were trying to hide everything. Y'all put Donald Trump on y'all shekel. And then I just seen your little Sanhedrin. Those little devils. Yeah, with their Cyrus Accord. So y'all think that Donald Trump is he's gonna be your Cyrus. Oh my God, y'all, what a twisted story. So King Cyrus, we were in Babylon being accused. I mean, not accused. Well, yeah, whatever. We were being abused by the Babylonians. Abused. These same people been doing the same fucking shit forever and ever. We were the ones that were in captivity. So they did a bunch of hocus pocus and made themselves white Jews. Made Donald Trump King Cyrus to come and rescue the synagogue of Satan. They had to make some holy paperwork hocus pocus and think it's gonna work. Lord have mercy. Y'all are done. And Donald Trump. Now keep in mind, King Cyrus just had to bring his armies. That's all he had to do is just bring them. And then they just surrounded the Babylonians. They just surrounded them. And they just sat there. And they knew what was going to happen. So y'all think that Donald Trump is going to actually, use his military to, surround all y'all enemies. And y'all haven't been abused. That's how everybody knows it's not you. So you can write whatever hocus pocus pieces of paper you want to. You the same damn people. Y'all are the Babylonians. Trying to switch roles and steal destinies and timelines with your hocus pocus. Ooh, wee. So anyway, the Babylonians, they were so afraid of King Cyrus. My grandson's name is Cyrus Daniel. His name is Cyrus Daniel. What a powerful name. And what was I saying? So, the Babylonians were in such fear. So now, ain't nobody scared of you, Antichrist. All of the world leaders are actually watching this whole esoteric war happen. They're all watching it. They were all watching your little gang and your military, and they know what you got. Listen, whatever you got, the other world leaders know you got it. You get it? Because they're getting their technology from the Atlanteans in these days of judgment. So whatever you got, they know you got it. Ain't nobody scared of you. Y'all used to be able to bully. See, Back to the Future. Let me talk about that for a minute because I called Donald Trump Biff. And then they did a Back to the Future 2 where Biff actually he stole a whole timeline and he stole destinies and shit. And that's what these fools is trying to do, but they trying to do it through some 3D hocus pocus like CERN. Yeah. Everybody know what all of y'all got. CERN and all y'all top secrets. Everybody, especially you U.S. government, because let me remind you, somebody has all your governmental files. They took them all. Oh, that was like such a big victory. So everybody know what you got. Ain't nobody afraid of you. And you're not stealing a timeline and a destiny either. This is like a big old comedy part of it, Yahweh. This is a comedy. That they already stole our identity, calling themselves by them damn nicknames, and everybody believing them and giving them all of our honor. Ain't suffered a bit in how long? Man, oh man, they have to create. They have to create false flags, 50-50 Hollywood Productions, and harm their own people. That's how they been in this matrix. And they gonna pretend to be us that actually did suffer in Babylon like we suffering now. Man, y'all little old hocus pocus tricks ain't gonna work because, see, I called off the illusion. I see your illusion. All I have to do is call it out and speak into the ethers. Speak to my father and my mother. That's who I want to influence with my words. Not people. Not a crowd of people. So y'all shadow banning me? Go ahead. I told you my voice will be amplified even more in the ethers. Go ahead. Do your thing. I'm going to talk about y'all today. Unfiltered, baby. Unfiltered. Ooh, I was getting excited. What time is it right now? Okay, it's 6 o'clock in the morning already. I've been up since 3:33, already talking. Oh, talking. And I'm going to tell on y'all today. Ooh, because I want to bring it on. I want to bring it on. And I know that I'm triggering these judgments. And I want to hurry up and get it done with. Oh. So now, the Babylonians, were so afraid until they just opened the gates and gave up. That's what's going to happen to y'all. That is what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen to y'all. Y'all are going to open up the gates and come out with evidence against all yourselves, because everybody know how corrupt you are now. This is corruption on a universal, historic level right here, when you got federal governments that are sucking to anybody. They throw the book at everybody. They get paid for enslaving people. And yet they letting these vampires and cannibals go. They're covering them up. They're arresting other people, pinning shit on felons and shit with their games, plea deal shit. Your sins have reached the heavens, literally. So y'all, synagogue of Satan, write your fake ass, hocus pocus, illegitimate papers. You gonna own it in a minute, because you think Donald Trump is your savior, that he's gonna build this great city on the victims, the dead bodies of the Palestinians, while he and all of you own all of the peace. I mean, every bit of peace. Y'all own every bit of peace. Nobody else can have any. Y'all go ahead. Y'all super glued to Donald Trump. And I've already put in for the Father to let Donald Trump live. Do you hear me? You are super glued to Donald Trump, and he will live. He ain't gonna die. I know everybody. See, he had to feel that energy, though. He ain't gonna die, though. But people are looking at all his little bruises on his hands and shit and hoping your ass will die. You so wicked and evil. But I said no. I said, no, Father, that's not in my script. In this great reset, let Donald Trump live and let everybody connected to him, everybody on the kingdom side of the evil kingdom side, let Donald Trump, MAGA, let Donald Trump, synagogue of Satan, let Donald Trump, billionaire, AI pro, tech bros, let Donald Trump be super cool to all y'all asses. And let him live. That is what's in my script. So, y'all think y'all gonna see what happened when King Cyrus, because he just parked outside. They were so afraid of him until they just came out with their hands full, surrendering with their white flags and shit. King Cyrus gave an order. First of all, he restored us. So the wealth transfer is coming in to the true 12 tribes of Israel, you fools. Y'all thought y'all was going to get that too. See, y'all want to own all of the piece, 100%. Nobody else can have any, only you. Y'all wanted to steal that from us after all of our suffering in Babylon? And you don't even want me to talk about it. But I shall. And my voice is going to be amplified in the ethers. That Donald Trump is the Antichrist. And everybody's going to watch the show too. It's going to be a horror show. But anyway, let me talk about what King Cyrus ordered people to do. when we came out, he restored us. He gave us enough money to get back home. He gave us provisions. He let us take all of the Babylonian shit and just start heading on home. But he ordered all of the cities and towns and villages and counties and little townships, wherever we passed by, he gave an order and a decree for those people to bless us. And we got blessed all the way back home. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Y'all know it too. And I am here to live it and talk about it in real time. What? Oh, baby, we got this. We are at the end. Do you hear me? And you Babylonians, I know y'all asses is shaking in your boots because it's enough evidence out there where they already stormed Elon Musk corporate office over there in France, and no telling who for France is in there. Macron, which is one of y'all too, synagogue of Satan. Elon Musk, the synagogue of Satan. You know? Evidence. Bill Gates. Wow. Netanyahu. Evidence. Y'all are shaking in your fucking goddamn boots. That's what y'all doing right now. Y'all wondering. I know y'all had those to-go bags. When humanity start raising their voices and demanding the Epstein files in such a way, and it was going through the House vote and all of that shit, when that was going on, y'all was starting to really get scared because, see, y'all know how magical words are, and everybody was going against you. You had to do something. So you released it, but then y'all start cheating, and the voices got louder. You know why? Because I asked my father, I said, Father, with the Epstein files, put a big old question mark in humanity's minds. That's why. Y'all know it too. Y'all start getting y'all to-go bags ready. Then start activating and getting everything lined up for your bunkers. I know you're afraid. Because, that illusion that, nobody's going to ever want to change how these laws are done, and nobody's ever going to want to take a second look at it. Once the Supreme Court rules something as being right, even if it's very wrong, nobody can do anything about it. Or any of our laws, they'll never think that the laws that you have written were so evil, was traps and loopholes. Y'all never thought that you would be judged in any other kind of way. Tricked. That's all I got to say. You will be judged in front of the whole world during those 3 days of darkness, or however many days it takes, while you being exposed for all y'all debauchery. And I can't even imagine, because I'm like, oh, Lord, have mercy. When I hear the victim stories and what these cruel, evil, wicked ass motherfuckers can do to somebody, even little babies, it mortifies, it paralyzes. And I can't imagine what y'all asses is trying to hide. Except for your true identity. Maybe that's it. What happened, Donald Trump? What happened? Somebody saw you for who you really are. Was that it? Because, everybody already know y'all sacrifice little babies. You kill them. You give them slow deaths of torture so you could drain that blood with all that adrenochrome in it and all that shit like that. You will do anything to anybody in your hocus pocus to inflict much harm and violence on them before death. And then you drink your elixirs to keep you in power. And that was your hocus pocus. You done came against I am the Hebrew rose. I am with your hocus pocus. You coming against magic now, and it's unstoppable. Simple, yet effective. It's a done deal. Sanhedrin, I'm telling y'all, that done ran out. The Most High, not only has he snatched our identity away from you a long time ago, and a long time ago, he snatched away the blessings that's associated with being the 12 tribes of Jacob. Yeah, we were known before their history. We were known all over the world. We ruled the world. Game over, baby. Game over with that. Game fucking over with your DNA tricks. Yeah. And your paperwork tricks. It's like paperwork versus DNA. Like for instance, if y'all say, oh shit, we better do something. Let's pay these niggas something. Give them some kind of reparation. Not too much, but give them something shit to make them happy. They got to stop being angry with us. And y'all do reparation, then we got to do a dance. We got to show you all of the birth records, and we got to show you from the Dawes records, and y'all done destroyed the Dawes records. And we got to spend 12 hours a day in research of who we are before you pay us a goddamn thing. It ain't going to happen like that. And we going to be blessed by all of the nations that took the Lord's side. That degree is going to go on. And it's going to come to us, not you. You already stole, killed, steal, destroy, over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Fuck you. Man, fuck them in the ethers. Fuck them. Cursed be unto you. Evil asses. They got away for so long. Y'all done got away ever since Egypt and shit. Y'all just been getting away. Enemies. Just evil fucking enemies. And now y'all know that the jig is up. The jig is up. And humanity is already seeing enough of what you've done. And if they feel any kind of way, the way I feel, they're going to demand your judgment. And they're going to take nothing less. If they feel any way, in the way I feel, Gaia is even feeling that energy. They're going to want to see you judged, not by the Supreme Court, not by y'all fucking courts. Hell to the no. Our Messiah, who I know people, I know Starseed United, some of y'all still don't resonate with Ibrahim Traore. Even if I show you a whole mountain of him carved out so everybody would know his identity. The Most High still keeping it a secret, top secret, and so is their asses. But y'all don't have nothing to do with this top secret stuff because Starseed United is on my side. And some of them still don't resonate with it. That Ibrahim Traore is the Christ. Even if I show them the mountain of the Most High, the city on the north, the biggest, the hugest discovery on this planet where the Most High sealed his son in it. And Starseed United, even you don't, some of you don't resonate with it. It's okay. I know why. Because the Most High kept this thing a top secret until the right moment. Until all of the calculations are in on how people feel. What side that they've taken And when that measure comes in, you're going to be judged. The Messiah, Ibrahim Traore, let me explain this to you. Because I thought I would be explaining, because I went back to another video to listen to what I had said. Like, I was looking for a specific phrase. And I heard my video, and I was explaining Ibrahim Traore because this is how I understand it, and this is what I know. So, Ibrahim Traore, he's like Jesus, Yahusha, he's like Melchizedek and all of them coming into a human form, and he's done it on several occasions. And this time, it's Ibrahim Traore. And the Most High has kept that a top secret. So if you haven't resonated with it, but you're still stuck with me anyway, it's okay. That's how the Most High, I can show you evidence. I can show you facts with evidence, and yet you won't see it. That's the Most High's magic. But when he opens the eyes of humanity, by the time he puts his son on center stage, because there's so much information about what he's done, but they keep him little. They keep him little, and so has the Most High, until the right moment, when they see how this world has been ran by the wicked governance, the wicked judicial systems, and how they have this whole framework and, just a network of evil controlling this planet. When people see how evil it has been, and they use the same patterns over and over and over, and it's worked for them, then people gonna say, no, that pattern's not gonna come back. That pattern's not gonna work, and they're gonna demand that you get judged. They're gonna be so sick of your evil, until my Father, when he put his son on center stage, and everybody will see that he is the hope of the world. He is the light of the world. He is the decolonizer. He came in his human form to decolonize this planet. That's what he came to do. He is the Christ in his human avatar. But that's not, he's multi-dimensional. Because that day that he was celebrated, I believe it was in April, the day that somewhere, it was like about a year ago or something, where the whole world they kept trying to kill him in assassinations. And the whole world sparked a celebration of Ibrahim Traore. Now, most people know about Burkina Faso now, but they don't know who Ibrahim Traore really is, because it's top secret until the right time. So on that day of celebration, everybody was celebrating his human avatar. At the same time, that fire NATO and blast coming out of his mouth was attacking that Hollywood prop that they call Israel. That fire NATO and blast was all over Israel on the same day. So that day, both his 3D self was being celebrated, while his 5D self was fighting. So he's multidimensional. So when I listen back to the phrase that he was multidimensional, explaining to you, I didn't have the understanding that the children of the Most High God of Israel and the 144,000 are multidimensional as well. I'm multidimensional. All of these bright ideas, that's coming from my 5D self. My 5D self hears Mother's voice very clearly. Yeah, she tells me all about what y'all are doing, and all the bright ideas is coming from a 5D self. Yes, honey, my 5D self is actually physically standing in the holy courts of the Most High God of Israel, while I am sitting in this raggedy ass room with no power in this matrix. multidimensional. And the Father hears every single last word. Hallelujah. So when I say the jig is up, abracadabra, that hickory dickory dock, tick tock, tick tock. You're out of evil and you're out of time. Hickory dickory dock. We're multidimensional too, y'all. I just wanted to explain that to you because we're very powerful. That's why we could sit at home doing Psalms 37. Now, this is a magical frequency because a lot of people, they never picked up a Bible before. Some of us. Or some of us are so disgusted with religion and how they play tricks on us in the Bible, until... Psalms 37, let me tell you, my Holy Mother told me that it was a prophecy. And we are living it in real time. And we got a magical frequency throughout the whole world that we're supposed to stay at home. Except for in Africa. But these other protests, the Most High is telling us to stay at home. Our Holy Mother is giving us the instructions in a magical way. And I'm a read Psalms 37 so that the world will know. I hear some people saying that it's very powerful, that we've made the decision to rest. Okay? Now I'm going to preach Psalms 37 to you, 12 tribes of Jacob. Whether you believe in the Bible or not, we are doing this thing across the board. And it's magical and it's conquering them. We have become more than conquerors because we move from fighting in this 3D to fighting from the 5D without even knowing who we are. You're going to know who you are in a minute. The whole world is going to know who you are. But let me get to Psalms 37 because I want you to see. I want all of you good people in humanity, every tribe, nation, and tongue, to know why we have done what we've done. And because we have done this, we have conquered their kingdom. The jig is up. Now, I'd like to remind you, we're just automatically doing this. We all received as a whole nation the 12 tribes of Jacob, the true Hebrew Israelites. The first verse says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity." Why? Let me tell you, just because we're not fretting their asses. Just because we're not afraid. We're just calling out what they are doing. We're giving holy instructions without even knowing it. Giving people direction. Opening people's eyes. We're not fretting you, though. I haven't seen any of us put out videos where we're so afraid of Donald Trump and we're so afraid of his pool noodles and all of his hits against the Hebrew Israelites. We're not afraid of you. We know what the prophecies say. And just because of that, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Do you understand what this verse is saying? Just because the Hebrew Israelites are staying at home, it says that they're going to start being cut down like the grass. They're going to start getting mowed just because we're staying at home. Which means that we're not supposed to be fighting them from this 3D dimension. We're supposed to be fighting them from the 5D, following these holy instructions that we got magically, even if we don't have a Bible. And because we're not afraid of them, they're going to be cut down like the grass, and then they're going to be withering up and dying. Trust in the Lord and do good. I haven't been seeing that. You know how they made it viral with our people. Anything we did, they really had P. Diddy on, center stage and all of that shit like that. They've been doing that for a long time, whatever our debauchery is. I haven't heard much debauchery coming from our kingdom, by the way. Just a few little incidences. But, it's just not happening. We're trusting in the Most High magically, and we're just doing good. And because of that, thou shalt dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Which means we're going to live through all of this. And we're going to have the land. All of it. I understand, because a lot of the Hebrew Israelites, they say that this is the promised land. This is the promised land. This is not the Holy Land. This is not the place of our origin. That's over there in Akibulan, where we truly originated from. And then the Most High, he scattered us to all of the continents, but here in America specifically. I believe that when Adam and Eve, when they had to leave Eden, I believe they actually came over here. So yeah, this is the promised land. But all of the land belongs to the Lord in the fullness thereof. All this land ownership is hocus pocus. All the land belongs to us. So don't trip. And that's going to happen just because we're calm, cool, and collective. As a nation, the 12 tribes of Jacob, we're not fretting over them, and we're trusting. We know. It's just like with the, how they were talking about the black aliens and all of that stuff like that. And, our people, and Three-Eye Atlas, our people are welcoming. We're welcoming Three-Eye Atlas to come. We know, we just know that that's a part of our holy kingdom. And we trusting in the Most High. We're saying that if we are about to be blessed, we just feel it in our bones. And because we're trusting in that and doing good, we're gonna dwell on the land. We're gonna live. Not only that, no famine is gonna hit us. We're gonna be fed real food. We're gonna dwell on the land, and we are gonna be eating real food. That's what's going to happen just because we just trusting right now. Just like automatically. Just trusting and knowing. We just know. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Now, it's not a lot of religious people out there. Especially in the 12 tribes, we done broke away from religion. People are buying churches, making them out of homes now. It's like the church, that kind of control has lost its grip on us. And so it's not talking about jumping around and all that stuff like that. It just means be happy that you are a part of the holy kingdom. We know now who we are. We have woke up and we're starting to remember. And we delight in that. We delight in our kingdom. We delight in the universe. We know that the universe is on our side, and we just delight in it. We're making connections. When we're connecting to our 5D selves and who we really are, and that our mother and father are the creators of gods. And we are in their royal bloodline, and we delight in that. We delight in our melanin. We delight when we see how they tried to hide our history and who we really are. We delight in it when we see it coming forth. We're starting to delight now and be in good spirit about who we are. Commit thy ways unto the Lord. And again, he said, trust. Also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. What is he going to bring to pass if you trust him? He going to bring your heart's desire. My heart's desire, my ultimate heart's desire. I know he knows more of my heart's desire. I'm not talking about the things that I really, really want materially. My heart's desire is that all of this evil be recognized with clarity before humanity, that they be judged, and that they be removed from the planet, and the whole evil network and all of their hocus pocus, all of their legal system, all of their governance, all of their AI, everything to do with their kingdom, their black cubes, their churches, the Vatican, CERN, HARP, whatever the hell evil they got, be removed from this earth once and for all, and that evil will be no more, and they won't even be a fleeting thought. That's my ultimate heart's desire. And I know the Most High is going to give it to me because I'm following these directions. And so is the 144,000. Don't think they don't try to throw psychic attacks at me, my little 3D self. Yeah, but my 5D self recognizes and said, girl, remember what Mother said about them? That if you only knew just how evil they were, that you would know how good you've been in this matrix. That's what you would need to know. Now get up and make a video, no matter how you feel about yourself. Get up! And because I do, oh my goodness, the Most High is gonna... He says, and he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light. We will no longer be despised. We will be recognized as being the holy lights of the world. Thy judgment as noonday. And I see y'all just as clear as noonday. And the 144,000 see you too. And they're speaking. They're talking just like me. And our words are being heard where it counts. And I know this. He has brought that into this mission to see you and to judge you. Thy light means thy judgment means my judgment. It belongs to me. That belongs to the 144,000 starseed all over this planet. Judge them where it counts. Judge them with your words like you have been doing. We already been doing this. It's just a divine frequency. Then he told all of us, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Don't get all anxious. Just stay at home. Don't be protesting. Don't be picking on a popo like the Rainbow Coalition over there, calling themselves Panthers. Don't be doing that shit. Don't be provocative. Just rest. And this is very magical. So since we're following this magical frequency, it's causing these things that said in the Psalms as a prophecy. It's bringing it to pass, okay? So let me read that again. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him also who prospers in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. That's all them presidential orders. Just rest in the Lord. Wait patiently for him. You know, don't, you know what I mean? Just chill. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. Now this is talking about our 3D avatars right now. For us not to go out, like I'm battling in this 5D, and Mother told me to own my anger, to own my authentic emotion of anger in its fullness while I'm doing this battle. That's my 5D directive. But when I go out into the world and I run across people who might have on a Trump hat or just look like a Trump supporter, or someone that, might snarl up at me, look at my locks and just look at me with dread. I don't react. If someone smiles and greets me, I greet them back. My 3D self is commanded to cease from anger and forsake wrath, and fret not myself in any wise to do evil. And we have gotten that across the board too. We're not going out there attacking white people. We're not going out there attacking Trump supporters. We're not doing it. And it's magical because the outcome of us doing these holy directive magical instructions is happening in real time. And while we're ceasing from anger and forsaking the wrath, the 5D is coming after these people. It says, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall, what? That's what I'm saying. Don't be tripping, my bro stars and my sis stars out there of the 144,000. Our inheritance is this whole earth. Because we're doing what we're doing. It's very powerful. Very powerful. I heard this, she's a doctor. She says she's mixed and she looks like a brown-skinned Native American. Her name is Jennifer, like my name. And she comes from the 5D kingdom. Yeah, she's a starseed. And she's dealing with a lot of white people and people of other nations while she's explaining to them what she's seeing in this 3D matrix so that they can have an understanding and giving them directive of what path they should take. And so she says, our African Americans, I went out on a protest. She had on one of those costumes, those inflatable costumes, and she was looking around and she said my friend was white. And I was like, do you see any African Americans out here? She says, because I don't see any. And her friend said, no, I don't see any either. There's none out here, period. And she said it was thousands of people in the protest. That was one of those No Kings protest days. And she said that's a very powerful move. She was correct. She thought that she thinks that we're staying at home, though. She got this incorrect. She thought we were staying at home because we always get attacked in protests, peaceful protests. And that it's like kind of like a fear. And I put a comment, it's not fear. We are following the Psalms 37 protocol, honey. That's what's happening. And he said, because of this, it says they're going to be cut off. Now, look at Donald Trump and all of his sanctions. The kingdoms that chose the Lord's side, just like in the days of old Melchizedek, they chose the Lord's side. All of those kingdoms are cutting this wicked ass system off. The kingdom and the network of evil, they're being cut off economically. They're being cut off politically. They are being cut off because we're following the Psalms 37 protocol. And because of that, when they get cut off, we're going to inherit the whole earth. For yet a little while, tick-tock, tick-tock, and the wicked shall not be. Let me stop right there. That has never happened yet. It says they shall not be, which means they're going to disappear. That is what they try to, recreate as the rapture. What's going to happen is that they're just not going to be, which means they are going to disappear. Do you hear what I'm saying? These events are going to happen in a very short time, too. It's going to happen very quickly. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. It means that they're not going to be here. They're going to disappear. We're going to be looking for them. We're going to be saying, what happened? What happened to all of the mayors? What happened to all of the popo? What happened to the Ku Klux Klan? What happened to the Black Legion? What happened to President Trump? What happened to the Synagogue of Satan? What happened to the World Economic Forum? What happened to them? What happened to MAGA? What happened to all of those politicians? What happened to the judges? What happened to my racist neighbor? What happened to his wicked dogs? What happened? He says that they're going to disappear. That means that it's not going to be no big old bloody war because, we are the temple that is built. And we're not going to have bloody hands. And we're not going to have to clean up a whole lot of dead bodies because we had to go through the traumatic experience of murdering somebody. That belongs to their kingdom. It says that if we follow those directives, that they are going to disappear. Oh my goodness. Y'all better see this is a prophecy. But the meek shall inherit the earth. Now, what is meek? We have been meek. What we have done is we have actually consented to fighting them in this 3D according to their rules of engagement. In their courts, they call them Moors. They call them paper terrorists because they know the laws and they fight them with their own laws. They use their own laws against them and they are genius with them. We have not formed armies. And the illusion that they put on the original Black Panthers is untrue. They called them radicals, terrorists, And we have been very meek in this matrix. They took every damn thing from us, and the whole world knows it. And yet, we have followed their rules of engagement, which means automatically, because we fought in this 3D according to their rules of engagement in their governance and in their legislature, because we have been meek and did that, we're going to inherit the whole earth. The whole earth. Okay? And delight themselves in the abundance of peace. So see, y'all wanted to build that big old false God city over there in that Hollywood prop that you call Israel, where you owned all the peace. You're not going to have any. You're going to be gone while we enjoy the abundance of peace which you have robbed from us throughout the ages. We're about to get that peace back, y'all. We're going to know what peace really is. We're going to know what the abundance of peace is. We're not going to be surrounded by enemies and people that despise us in this matrix. We're not going to have to fight against this matrix to try to get anywhere. Being rejected by all men. We're going to delight in the abundance of peace. We're going to have abundance. We're going to have the land because we're following this Psalms 37 protocol. Do you hear me? If you hear me, put abracadabra in the comments section. The wicked plotteth against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him. For he seeth that his day is coming. Y'all done did that shit throughout the centuries. You plotted against us. You gnashed upon us with your teeth. And the Most High is laughing at you. He knew why his children was coming here. To get rid of you once and for all. And he laughs at you. For he sees that your day is coming. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bows to cast down the poor and needy. And that's exactly what y'all coward asses do. You attack the babies and the women first. The weak ones. Trump supporter went out there and got his ass kicked by some high school students. He went to go, they were out there protesting. And he's said whatever fucked up thing he said, and one of the girls snatched his MAGA hat off. And he jumped on the little girl. And he got met by army ants, which triggered that judgment. The army ants are about to get triggered because he did that. And he met up with the army ants. And it was a little wrestler that pinned him down, and everybody was jacking his ass up. He got to walk away, but the army ants don't let that happen. Just letting you know. And to slay such as be of upright conversation. Y'all done assassinated all of those that had upright conversation. Like in y'all crucifixion narrative that y'all want to force people to believe in. You just want to slay people. If they have an upright conversation, like our Messiah when he came here as Jesus, quote unquote, he came to elevate the mind. Gaddafi, decolonize. Thomas Sankara, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, he found out too late. He tried to tell everybody at the last moment. But anyway, anybody that have a voice, an upright conversation to elevate the minds and to go against this evil, wicked system, you assassinate them, you slay them, but not anymore. Ibrahim Traore is proof of that. He's divinely protected. Even nature helps to save his life. So now that time is over, and it says, their swords shall enter into their own hearts, and their bows shall be broken. That means that y'all gonna start using y'all little pea shooters on each other. Y'all gonna start committing suicide. And I'm not gonna use any filters. You can shadow ban or do whatever you want to do with this video. It's going into the ethers. Psalms 37 protocol has already went into the ethers. There's nothing you can do to stop this. That's what it says is going to happen. Your swords are going to enter into your own hearts, and your bows, all your pea shooters and missiles and drones and weapons of mass destruction, they're going to all be broken. The Atlanteans is going to disable them. All of your weapons. If you're not using it against yourselves, it's just going to be broken. Your systems are going to be shut down and disabled because we're following the Psalms 37 protocol. I love this one. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. I love this one because this is like, I see myself in this particular verse because I have very little money, power, a voice in this 3D matrix. But it's better than all of y'all tech bro billionaire asses right now. And Donald Trump, the Antichrist, and all your kingdom, the World Economic Forum, CERN, HARP, all of y'all asses. It's better than than the riches of many wicked. Because I have the authority and the authorization, the clearance to go straight to Zion and talk to my Father, and he responds and the universe reacts to it. Yet, I have very little. But it's so much. I know a lot of y'all identify yourselves out there as having very little, but you're righteous. And that's why it's better than the riches of the, of many wicked. Not just one, not just Donald Trump, all of them. It's just what you have is much better than that. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken. They up for judgment. But the Lord upholdeth the righteous. He gonna break their arm and he's gonna hold us up. His right hand is gonna be activated when he holds us up as he breaks them with his left hand. That's what's gonna happen. Because we're following the Psalms 37 protocol. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright. He has a record of us. And their inheritance shall be forever. So we're about to step into our destiny. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and we have not been made ashamed, and we are certainly in the evil times. And in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied. In the days of famine, they shall be satisfied. Donald Trump, what did he do? Cut off the food stamps. What did humanity do? Showed empathy. What have I not seen blasted on the internet, our people complaining about not having food. In the days of famine, the famine that they created by doing this, we're going to be satisfied. Some kind of way, we are going to eat. Food will be available to us. And we shall be satisfied. We're going to be satisfied. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as fat of lambs. They shall consume, in smoke they shall consume away. Huge confirmation. Even with them, doing all the GMOs with our food, it's nothing we can do about it. All the poisons, and they've increased putting the poisons on our food. All of that shenanigans, with them, corrupting the food. We're still okay. We're okay. It hasn't taken us out. And we're still okay. We're satisfied. But them, they're in big trouble. It says that they're going to perish. The enemies of the Lord shall be as fat of lambs. They shall consume into fire, shall consume away. I told y'all we ain't going to have to clean up a big mess. So this is another judgment that's going to happen, that's going to come from the 5D. Some of these people are going to spontaneously combust. Or that fire, natal, and blast coming out of the 5D Messiah self, is going to be consuming them away like the fat of lambs. They shall be consumed away. We ain't going to have to clean them up. It's just going to happen. This is a magical judgment just because we're following this protocol. The wicked borroweth and payeth not again, but the righteous showeth mercy and giveth. Okay? Now, this verse is so true. All y'all did was borrow. When Christopher Columbus came over here into the Americas, you borrowed. And all the other wars before, it was a borrowing. That's all you did. It was allowed, but it never belonged to you. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, and everything in it and under it and above it. It's all the Lord's and the fullness thereof. You just borrowed, and you don't like to pay back, and that's why y'all fighting so hard to not pay back. You never want to repair people. You never want to make it right. You never want to give back what you have stolen. You don't want to pay back. But it says that we show mercy. That's what I show on Starseed United. Because at first, the anger and frustration that I had, my whole fight was targeted towards the enemies of the Hebrew Israelites. Mother helped me to realize that we are not here only to fight for our nation, but we're here to save the world. So every tribe, nation, and tongue, we show mercy, and we're going to show mercy after this great reset. That's how we ruled, with mercy. We're not going to hold whole nations charged. No, they're going to be gone anyway. All the evil people from every tribe, nation, and tongue, the Hebrew Israelites, is not in that judgment, though. We're not. I'll explain that in another video. We're not up for judgment, but they're going to be disappearing. You saw that. Some of them going to be cut down like the grass. Some of them going to get sick like the herbs. And now we see that some of them going to spontaneously combust or be attacked with fire. They shall be consumed away like the fat of lambs. And every person we're going to show mercy to. We are, because it's not their fault. They're the evil ones are going to be gone. Yeah, so we're going to be showing mercy, and we're going to be giving. It's going to be plenty. It's going to be plenty for everyone. For such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they that be cursed of him shall be cut off. They're just going to be cut off from the universe, actually. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. The Most High is upholding him. He doubled down on this. He said he's holding us up right now. I have seen the young, and now I'm old. Yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. And that's for all of us righteous ones out there. Some kind of way. I know, like, my family has been affected by all of these things going on, but everybody is okay. Because I know I'm righteous. They're eating. They have shelter. Some of them are doing good, and then some of them are going through these struggles. But we're not going to be utterly cast down. The Most High is watching this whole thing. And because you have been righteous, your family is going to be blessed. Okay, they're not going to have to beg for bread. He is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. Depart from evil and do good and dwell forevermore. That's all we have to do is dwell and do good, and we're going to be living forevermore after all of these judgments. For the Lord loveth judgment. Let me say this again, because see, in their brainwashing, they always said that you judge not, lest ye be judged, when we were supposed to be judging the whole time. They never wanted us to judge any matters. They never wanted us to call judgment upon them. So they brainwashed us to keep us away from the Most High. Actually, the real God, the real creators. He's not even a God. He's the creator of gods. Him and our mother is the creators of God. And they say that they love judgment and forsaketh not his saints. And his saints is going over there to Taseti and Zion. They are preserved forever. But the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. They're not going to be here anymore. It's not going to be other generations not living on this planet anyway. The righteous shall inherit the land and dwell therein forever. Here, saying it again. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. Let me read this again. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh judgment. Judgments are righteous. The law of God is in his heart. None of his steps shall slide. And this is not talking about the 10 Commandments. It's not talking about the written laws. It's talking about the laws of the Most High is written in our hearts. It's good and it's evil. There is right and there is wrong. That's what it's talking about. The laws of the universe is actually already written in us. We are eternal beings. The Most High wrote his laws in our heart when we passed over into this dimension in our human avatars. And because of it, it says that none of our steps shall slide. The wicked watches the righteous and seeketh to slay him. We know that. The Lord will not leave him in his hands nor condemn him when he is judged. Just try it. Just try it, wicked old kingdom. Try to bring us up for judgment. Wait on the Lord and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. Again, we gonna get the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. Has this happened yet, y'all? Nope, but it's about to. I have seen the wicked in great power in spreading himself like a green bay tree. They use the green bay tree because bay leaves represent sovereignty. So it's talking about this wicked ass governance. They didn't spread themselves out in the green bay tree. The synagogue of Satan got all their players lined up, including the Antichrist. All in the government, spreading themselves like a green bay tree. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. Yea, I sought him, but he could not be found. This patriarchy, that they're trying to really make a super patriarchy. Project 2025. spreading themselves out like a green bay tree, and they just disappear. But they just disappear. But he could not be found. Mark the perfect man, that would be Ibrahim Traore. And behold the upright, that would be the 144,000. For the end of that man is peace. And as a matter of fact, upright people, it doesn't even have to be of the 12 tribes of Jacob. Anybody out there that's choosing to use their energy to go against this evil and choosing to be righteous, they are upright right now. And the end of that man will be peace. They're going to be surviving. The 12 tribes of Jacob are going to be surviving, and the upright people. While the wicked and their governments be disappeared. They're going to be fading out, like I said, spontaneous combusting, killing up each other, getting sick and dying. That's what's going to happen to the wicked. But the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. And I'm saying they're going to be cut off from the entire universe, from what the intel that I received. They're going to be cut off from the entire universe and sealed off in another dimension. And it's going to happen in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. You can't stop it. Because our salvation is from the Lord. He is our strength in the time of trouble. That's why we're doing this Psalms 37 protocol. And the Lord shall help them and deliver them. I'm telling y'all allies out there, President Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, President Z, y'all got those ships of Tarshish ready to come and, take us on over to the motherland. You guys got the planes ready. Yeah, like King Cyrus, because they talking about there's going to be an invasion. And I just have this sneaking feeling or knowing that it's all for us, because the Most High is going to rescue us out of this Babylon, just like with King Cyrus. That's why they keep bringing it up, trying to twist the story. Yeah, the Lord is going to help us and deliver us before they get hit. And he shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in him. And that's what we've been doing. We're going to be saved by the other kingdoms. That's what I was talking about. And then there's going to be a magical invitation that we are going to get. Those of us that held strong, the 144,000, we're going to go first. And that's going to be magical. Just letting you know. A divine frequency went over the 12 tribes of Jacob. And we heard it. And we obeyed. And we have stayed at home doing all of these things. And something magical is going to happen because of it. Hallelujah. The Psalms 37 protocol. Divine intel. Yeah, and look at them. They're falling now. They're falling apart. Their kingdom is crumbling because of it. Hallelujah. Okay, you guys, I'm going to end this right here. Dang, I already went over an hour. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop right here. If you reach the end of this message, I know that you're 144,000 and you recognize yourself all inside of this message. Yeah, if you're new to my station, you resonate with this message. We just brought Psalms 37. Father, we claim that we were obedient to that frequency of Psalms 37. We did our part, Father. Oh, we did our part of it, and we asking you to activate your part of it. All of it. Abracadabra. And our Holy Mother of Wisdom, we thank you for all of this wisdom that you're setting forth before us, sending out that frequency so sweet and gently, where all of us are getting it. Thank you, Mother. We have become more than conquerors because of you. Thank you, Mother. Starseed United, you know what to do. Give your Father praise and glory. Your beautiful, sweet mother. pledge your allegiance to the Black Messiah, the King and the God of this earth. That is the divine download that I am, the Hebrew Rose Jericho I am, have for you today. Don't worry, don't fret. Don't fret! That's the most powerful weapon in our arsenal, is not to fret these fools. Yeah, hallelujah. Okay, you guys, until the next Judgment News. Your big sister, the Hebrew Rose Jericho I am, out. Shalom.